Gang, 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 scooter gang. Beautiful morning here in Tahoe. This is day 82 or 83. I'll check that later. Just got a ride from this nice individual, Rick. He's been here for a long time in Tahoe. He gave us a lift back to the trail, so we'll be getting back on in Northern California. Here we come. All right, we just got dropped off the trailhead, and I'm gonna have some ice cream. We're rearranging some stuff in some bags.
We need to figure out where we're going tonight.
We're gonna walk down to the lake. This is Echo Lake. I will get back on trail shortly. PCT goes right by Echo Lake. Those are my friends. I'll see them shortly. Time for Northern California. Also, don't have a scale. I did shave. Thank you. A big thank you to Rambo for letting me borrow the electric razor he bought.
The ball razor?
Yeah. Well, hey. Yeah. We don't know where that razor's been, but I used it anyways. So. But yeah.
We knew exactly where it's been.
I think you used the new tip.
I used the new tip, hopefully. But yeah, I look a little more youthful. But the backpack I have has got to be 45 pounds. Didn't have a scale, but it is so heavy, and I'm just like, oh. Here we go again. Bags didn't have a scale, but this thing's got to be over 40 pounds. Probably close to 45 with a 4.5 to 5 day food carry, 2 liters of water. Not feeling super enthused at the moment about this whole endeavor, but gotta trek on, got it's 8 miles of water carry and pretty high elevation in here. So let's see how it goes. Windy but beautiful. Alright. It's time just to own up and man up and get going. I don't want to right now. This pack's heavy. I'm not feeling it. I got all my chores done in Tahoe, but I really had no free time to do anything fun. Didn't have time to go to casinos. Didn't really go hang out at the lake. We stopped briefly on scooters for like 2 or 3 minutes, but that's it. So it's just so much to do in town. Like, I was frantically catching up on 122 text messages in the car ride back to the trail. Like, it's just so much. So
Town days are busier than hiking days.
they are. Thank you. They really are.
Town days are busier than hiking days.
This is my co-host on the channel. Hey.
Not. Just guest.
Guest, yeah, guest star. All right, we'll catch you down the line.
Yeah.
Beautiful though, walking along this lake. Pack's heavy. I'm feeling it. At least I got good company. But yeah, we were just chatting. Like, I like don't feel rested at all. Like, I got a good night's sleep for once, which was much needed. But like, I was just like barely able to get all the stuff I needed done. Like, I had to not do a few things, and it's just it's a lot. So, and just timing to get to Canada, there's not going to be many days I can take off going forward. So we'll see how it goes. But beautiful views to start out Northern California along Echo Lake, which is just southwest of Lake Tahoe. All right, what'd you say, Pe?
I said, due to the lack of time for editing, we're gonna be coming at you straight from the PCT, raw, unedited, unscripted, unvoiced over, and unfiltered.
No lies. That's funny. All right. So we've got 103 miles from where we just started at Echo Lake, which is where I left off before going into Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe. We have 103 miles to get to Sierra City. So the first time I've tried this, the whole trail, is I sent a package today. I meant to take a video at the post office, but there was a little too much going on. I sent a package with some freeze-dried meals to Sierra City. Kind of to test out the system, also because I found some after I resupplied at this local gear store, at this store called Sierra, which is like the TJ Maxx Marshalls group, but for outdoor gear. And they had all these meals, these freeze-dried meals from Peak Refills, my favorite brand, probably paying $15, $16, sometimes, well, I'd say like $12 to $15, $13, $14, depends where at, per meal. They had them there for $11. So I had to pay $22 to ship it, but now I know at least I have them because I don't know what the general store there will have exactly. And I wanted to give it a try. But 103 miles to go. So I have 4.5 days of food. So whatever I knock off today, that should leave somewhere maybe in the 23 range, 24 range a day going forward. Thanks. Very nice view from up here, but we've definitely paying the price. Heavy bag, very heavy bag. Makes every step harder. About 4 miles in, all been uphill.
Been great.
A lot rocky, but got this nice view of Echo Lake.
Came from way over there. We walked from the other side of that lake.
We did, yeah, we started way up there. Down there.
Over there.
Forward we go.
Forward we go.
This has been the terrain for over 4 miles. I couldn't weigh my pack, but based on all the other times I have, it's got to be over 40. This is such a slog to start back out. I'm hurting a little bit. Motivation is moderate. Just trying to trek along and hang in there. A beautiful forest. A very lush, shiny green grass, tall. Just gonna sit on this log for a little bit. That's what it is. I was like, something looks weird. I thought the hood's up. It's because I'm so shaven. I don't like this look, but it's the first chance I've had to have a razor since Kennedy Meadows South, which was mile 700, and I'm at mile about 1100 now, so 400 miles. So just taking a load off for a minute, the pack there.
It's a really big puddle.
This is Aloha Lake, or Lake Aloha. Lake Aloha. You hold this for a sec. I'm filming, thank you.
Aloha, oi. Aloha, oi. Feeling good.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, that's so important.
Alright. 6 miles in. It goes around Lake Aloha for like almost 2 miles, so we're gonna keep going, but saw some friends. So we're gonna join them for a late lunch and keep trekking along. Mahalo. These homies are just stepping up their game. We've got Luke over here with quesadillas and what, broccolini? You kidding me, man? Espresso over here cutting up a tomato, fresh salad. Oh, we got Salt Bay, baby! Wow, and Nomad's got fresh garlic and onion, and yeah, you saw what's, wow. And I'm just stuck with my tortilla and cheese here. Yes. Wow. Gotta watch my steps, so hopefully got a good frame here, but it's so nice. I like this. Tempted to camp here, but gotta keep pushing. Gonna do somewhere between 5 more miles, and maybe on the other bookend of that would be 9 I'd like to hit, but I don't know if that's possible. It's almost 5 o'clock already, so at least try to get 5 more in. It looks so cool. The blue and the snow in the background, and just the way there's little islands and rocks and trees in there. Very, 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 very cool. I just took a bad spill. Stupid rock, one of these. I mean, it's literally 30,000 steps a day, 4 to 6 months of this, one wrong step. Took a spill, twisted my left ankle, fell to the ground. I think I'm gonna be okay. It hurts, but it doesn't feel like anything major sprain. But like, when you have a bag this heavy, it is so dangerous. One wrong step. Yeah. Speaking of Rabbit, he's a vlogger, a much more real vlogger than I am, that I got to hang out the other night. So, Pitt had him over for dinner. So I actually subscribed to his channel, I think. So I think if you look on this one, follow it. If you want to check someone else's journey out, he hiked the PCT last year, the full thing in like under 90 days, which is crazy. So this year he's hiking it again and taking it a lot slower, so you can kind of enjoy it and see more. But it's a little, if you're enjoying this and want to see other perspectives, there's one for you. It is windy AF out here. I was thinking, there goes my hat. Attached somehow. I was taking a photo of my friend here, and my hat's like blown off. There she is. Somehow my phone battery is already at 13%. It was fully charged, and then I had to do a few things, like send a bunch of messages on the way back to trail. So I want to say when I got here it was around 75-80% full, and it is down to 13%. I think I forgot to put it on I did forget to put it on airplane mode. I think that might be why. Very frustrating, because I only have limited battery out here and much to do and record, but I'll make it work. Just giving you all another view of this beautiful Lake Aloha as I walk by it on my hike on the Pacific Crest Trail. This is definitely somewhere I would come back to, is Tahoe and this greater Tahoe area. Good spot. Of all the other lakes I've passed. This wind is so strong it actually pushed me aside a little bit as I was walking with the wind with the peck. Check this out though. We got Dick's Pass and Mosquito Pass. Both fun names. Another lake very close to Lake Aloha. This is called Heather Lake. There's a little waterfall too that I just passed. Had to stop. I really like this stretch. Reminds me a little bit of home back in the Midwest. How nice, little waterfall, birds chirping, and it gets across. So, I'm in a place called Desolation Wilderness. I've been for probably the last like 5 miles or so. It's about a 20-mile stretch where bear cans are still required. So, some people will send their bear cans home in Lake Tahoe and then do this all in one stretch. But because there's like 4 or 5 miles before the Desolation Wilderness starts, it ends up being like, this is roughly, I think, somewhere around 26 miles or something, or maybe 30 miles, I don't know, somewhere in that range. And because I took a 0 in Lake Tahoe and got all the things done this morning, checked out the Airbnb, had to get a ride back to the trail, all that stuff, I knew it'd be a half a day, so there was no way I was going to be able to pump up those kind of numbers. So I still have my bear can. I'm planning to send it home at Sierra City, which is the next resupply point that I'm going to stop in. And that's definitely adding a little bit of weight into this pack that I have on me. Right now it's a little after 6 o'clock. I've done about 10 miles and I don't see any great campsites near water. And I also have a 1,700 foot ascent that I just started over the next couple miles, 3 miles, I think. So This is gonna be intense. I also really have to go to the bathroom, number 2. But there's been so many lakes and ponds and water around and kind of like rough hills on the sides. I haven't really seen a good spot yet. And I kind of just want to keep moving. So, not sure really where this evening is gonna land. The guys that I stayed with in Lake Tahoe are all behind me right now. I'm not sure if we'll end up in the same place tonight, but I'm sure I'll see them again in the coming days as we continue hiking on. Alright, I just couldn't take it anymore. I found this area to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that. Had to stop, but I can't believe I have to go into my electronics and charge my phone already. This is crazy. Usually I at least get a day out of coming out of town charged. I think it's because I sent a bunch of text messages on the ride over, and then I forgot to turn off airplane mode. The combination of those two things. Such a pain to get my phone out because it's charging, but I wanted to capture this view. Some bristlecone pines, cool sort of mountain kind of valley in the background. I'm so pissy right now. This day sucks. Almost all uphill over 10 miles. Almost all rocks everywhere. Hurts your feet, you're slipping. My back has a rash that is just itching. It feels like when you take your shirt off and lay in pointy, pokey grass. My right plantar fascia has been hurting for the last 5 miles every step. Just been dealing with it, but it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Pack's heavy as hell. Just not feeling this right now. Those are the days you gotta keep pushing. I mean, it's almost every day. It's like literally, accountants thus far on my trip, if they had to attest to how many miles out of the 1,100 or so that I've done already have been without pain, not soreness, but pain, the number would actually be de minimis, meaning they could legally state, I've had no, like, it's been all painful. Like, this is not fun. I didn't come out here for fun. So I gotta keep pushing. But man, am I cranky right now. Alright guys, basically I told Pitt a couple miles back or a mile back or so that I'd wait to kind of check in with him somewhere and just talk, and then I did. He got there and I was like, hey, it wasn't a long time or anything. I said, I think I'm actually gonna push on. I wanna do 4 more miles, get over. Wow, I look so different with my face shaved and juvenile. I don't know if I like it. It's a weird mix with this long hair, but anyways, I was gonna push over this peak and get 4 more miles. I'd probably have to hike half a mile or half an hour in the dark or so. And as that was happening, the other 2 guys, Rambo and Noah, that I was with in Lake Tahoe, ended up catching up, and so we talked for a while, and they convinced me to stay. But this is a really nice lake over here in the back. But there's probably 15 tents or so, and I guess 1 at most are PCT, so it's like people here either doing the Tahoe Rim Trail or just in Desolation Wilderness for the weekend or the week. I just have no desire to be around. It's nothing personal. I just like some space out here. It's part of why I'm out here, is to be more remote, quiet. Even hiking and camping with 3 guys is a lot for me, historically speaking, and for my desires with their cool guys, and I'm having fun with them for the stretch. So, but anyways, decided, so I scoped out an area that's not, it's a little ways away that's gonna fit us all here. So I'm gonna call this the end of day 82, unless like a bear shows up or something. That'll probably be end of the videos. Maybe I'll get one more when I walk over there to get water for the lake. I guess I'll do that, but I'll say bye now. I'll see you all tomorrow. Only got like 11 miles done or so, but it is half day, and I'm definitely a little cranky. It's just not a fun day, even though there's some beautiful views. So I will see you all tomorrow on trail.
This is the dinner spot, and I just started with a bunch of grouse. But you can see there's one right there. It's a little bit smaller. There's one that just hopped over a log that's a little bit smaller. I forget. There was like 3 or 4 that just, oh, there they are.
They're like, why are these people in my home?
Babies. Sorry, you guys. But this is where I'm eating dinner, and
Yeah, dude, there's like 3 teens or babies down there, and the mom's up in the tree.
You seen the tree?
Yeah. Presumably the mom. She's grown, so mom or dad. So this is the lake. Probably camped about 100 yards or so up from it, but not a bad spot to be for the night. It's a long day, even though it was only a half day, but tomorrow I will push. I want to hit at least 25 tomorrow, maybe even more, depending if my body holds up, because it was really hurting. It's amazing how much it hurts after days off too. Like, you think it'd rest and recover, and it's just almost the opposite. But all right, this is gonna be the last video of day 82. I will see you all tomorrow.